My first official leadership position was at a retail store called Shopko. It was kind of like a Kmart, and I was tasked with being interim truck supervisor for a 6 to 9 month period while they were looking for someone new. And so every Sunday morning at 4:35 a.m., I had to rally 10 to 15 employees to unload this truck in super cold weather. There was no heating in the warehouse, and it's Wisconsin, so it's negative 10 degrees outside. And it's 5 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday. And so nobody wants to be there. I don't even want to be there. This is gonna be hard work. It's cold, it's uncomfortable, it sucks. And so how do you get people excited about that? Typically, at least the way that I understood leadership at 16, 17 years old, it was charisma. And I didn't have much of that. I don't know if I have much of that now, but I've always had vulnerability. I've always had depth, and I've always loved understanding people's stories. So I just really learned about the people around me and what they like and what they struggle with. And that became the fuel that motivated them to grow. But it also became kind of this fuel for where I am today and starting my entrepreneurial journey. I was also 16 at the same time that I got NT Wright as a client. And I was learning, how do you invoice and how do you edit and how do you communicate with clients? And I fumbled my way through a lot of it. But it gave me this fire for things that I wanted to change and a future that I could see that I couldn't quite grasp yet. And so I don't know, where you are, if there's a massive leadership lesson in this, but maybe you're in a similar spot where you're 30, 40, 50, 60, you've had a lot of success, things are going great, and you're feeling that tug of, I don't want to do this anymore, and a fire of, man, maybe there's a better future, and I don't know how to get there. And if that's you, it would be an absolute honor just to help you walk through that season. I think that's a really fun period to be in. There's a lot of tension between before and after, and the past and the future. But man, that's a fun place to be. And I just want to encourage you that that cycle happens over and over and over and over again throughout life. That we go from feeling like we're in Egypt to the wilderness to the promised land. And so it doesn't stop just because we get older. It doesn't stop just because we feel accomplished. It doesn't stop just because we grow our business or get a certain amount of savings. God is always taking us through that same cycle.